Post-game with Greg Romagnoli of Livingston, linebacker, and Greg, interception and sack today. You guys really came to play as a very significant road win. Tell us about it.
Yes, we prepared all week real hard. We prepared. We were shooting for Colvin, and we got it in the end. Our defense just stepped it up today. Shut them out 13-0. Our offense played great. Our line was awesome. Our backs ran hard. No one wanted to hit them. They were playing great. Our defense was shut out. Lights out all game.
To win on the road in this conference is not easy, and you guys came on and you beat these guys 2 years ago, and you come up today with a huge win. It's
yeah,
feel good.
It kind of reminds me of the win 2 years ago that I participated in. It was a great win up here. Same conditions. It was a wet, muddy day. We just stuck through it the same way as we did back then. Same way. Defense, everything.
How about your offense? Mix in a little the wing tee with a little single wing modulation, little action.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of diversification in your offense.
Oh yeah, it must be tough to defend. I mean, I give any defense credit if they could stop it. Scout all week. It's hard to rep a shotgun and a single wing with all these spinners. It's tough to do, and I give our coach full credit for that. He put it in a few years ago, and it's been kicking. It's all kicked into full gears today.
Well, great job today. Congratulations.
Greg Romagnoli
of Livingston. He fullback, linebacker, kicker for Livingston is just a tremendous effort by you guys today. Tell us about the feeling of beating Morristown in a huge Iron Hills Conference Iron Division game.
It was a big win. We come up here on a terrible rainy day. It's hard to come up to a place like this where they got some crazy fans, not that great of a field. This atmosphere is very tough to play in, but we kind of had to zone out and play football on the field and just play football together, and that's how we came out with a win.
You made big defensive plays, 3 picks, 3 sacks. I mean, guys like Genevieve standing nearby us, and yourself in the job that Park did 74 on defense, and a lot of understated, unsung guys that came through for you today as well.
Well, that's something about our team. We play as a whole. We don't have any individual players. Like, everybody has a part in the team, and that's why we always win.
You look at Livingston, physically you guys aren't like overwhelming size-wise, but you don't have to be big in high school football to win, and you guys do it with technique and offensive innovation.
Exactly. I mean, us, we're probably one of the smallest teams in the conference. We got Iron Hills. The Iron Hills Conference is probably the toughest conference in the state besides the parochial schools, but our line and our undersized people, we play with heart and we play with technique, and that's how we get outside everybody else.
Well, Zach, congratulations, great job here today.
Thank you very much.
Bill Tracy, head coach of Livingston. Bill, a tremendous road win for you guys. I mean, all facets of the game, the interceptions, the sacks, really cutting down that Morristown run game. But tell us about the time of possession. You guys really controlled the football in the second half.
I guess so. The kids did a great job executing. You're right. We got a lot of, third downs. I don't know what the number was, but we converted them pretty well. And a lot of guys chip in on our team. It's a great team. They're a lot of fun. There's no egos. Everyone's doing their job, accepting their roles, and they're just a lot of fun to coach. And they're tough kids. To be able to come in here and win a game, because this is an awesome program, and Chris and his staff do a great job. It's a big win for the kids. Big win.
Tell us about the offense you've put in there, because you've been impressive. You have the wing tee, but then you have these single wing concepts. I guess maybe you've taken over the years from guys like Jim Benedict, who's one of your mentors.
Right, yep.
And the diversification of the offense. Who are the guys credited with working in that offense for you guys, in terms of coaching-wise?
Well, I can't talk about offense without mentioning people like Jim Benedict and John Bauer. I mean, that's a lot of his offense out there today. We had McGehee running well. The crack sweeps were going well with Bobian and Grande. And then we have some passes out of it, which we didn't really use necessarily today. So our philosophy is we want to be versatile. We don't want to get stuck in one thing and then another team stops it and we don't have anywhere else to go with the ball. So, but you have to get that with a lot of work in the summer. And the kids, they put in a lot of time in the summer to be able to pull that stuff off. So they're the ones that make it go.
What about stopping Colvin? I mean, he had some drops today. He did have a lot of time, but you guys did a decent job in the secondary. But tell us about defending Colvin today to hold that team to no points.
Well, we had, on every snap, we had a spy on him. And usually it was McGehee. But after what we saw last week against Seton Hall, we said we have to at least try to account for him. And he still got loose on us a couple times. He's a great player. But he garners that type of attention. And we've never played a defense with a spy before today. I mean, that's the respect we have for him. So we said, if they go to other people and win, then they deserve it. And if we can keep him under control, we thought that gave us a chance to win the game. So.
All right, Bill. Good luck for the rest of the way.
Thanks a lot, Steve. I
Bill
appreciate
Tracy,
it.
head football coach of Livingston, 13-0 over Morristown. In a big stop of Colvin on a 4th and goal at the 4. You stop them at the 2. Tell us first the interception. And just good coverage. You're coming from a free safety spot.
I was at the corner spot.
You were at the corner spot.
Yes.
You know, make a big pick. At that point early in the game, that's a big momentum shift.
Yep. Last night, our coach called me up. He was in Texas. He got here at game time. He asked me what kind of defense we should run, and he had an idea called press and bail. And I knew number 5 was one of the best receivers here. So I got up in his face, they called an audible and ran right down the sideline, and I knew it was coming, so I bailed out. I just ran step for step with him, and I knew it was coming. I just jumped up and grabbed it before he did.
And then you go down later on when Morristown drives down, 4th and goal. They were on the move with a big stop. Tell us about the coming up and stunting there and getting Colvin.
Well, we were in man, and I saw my guy block down, so I knew we wanted it. It was 4th and 2. We wanted it more than they did this whole game. I came up and I made the stick.
Offensively, you guys have been even impressing coaches like Bill Regan of Morristown scouting you guys because you really mix things up. The wing T concepts, a little single wing. Tell us about this offensive game plan you guys have put together.
Our offensive game plan is the best in the state. Our offensive line, you can't say enough about them. They're just amazing. Our backs, just McGehee, Grande, Bobian, they'll run over anybody. Our line is the smallest, but they're the best. I'll take them over anybody.
Mike, a couple of years ago, you guys won here. Greg Romagnoli said it reminded him a little bit of that game a couple of years ago, but for road wins in the Iron Hills Conference Iron, it doesn't get much better than this.
No better than this.
And a good Morristown team, certainly with Colvin, a highly touted quarterback, and you guys held that offense to no points.
We practiced all week for it. We had it. Our linebacking core, awesome. Everybody, awesome. Whole team effort.
All right, Mike Genovese, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Mike Genovese, senior quarterback for Livingston, a 13-0 win over the Morristown Colonials. Steve Tober for Sideline Chat.